impromptu camping trip today.
That's the best kind. It's a surprise. Hey, what's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are two crazy ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto on the Couch. We just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we go camping, you'll be alerted to it.
John Paul got me hooked on this stuff.
Look at this inappropriate amount of Celsius.
Well, there's 3 cases.
That your boy Joe has purchased.
They're on sale at Publix. They're normally like $2.50 a can, and right now they're 4 for $7. So, yeah, I stocked up.
Those public sales, though.
Do you like Celsius? And if you like Celsius, what is your favorite flavor? I, myself, am not a peach person, but John Paul's got me hooked on the peach.
How?
I bought 6 of them.
He's brought you to the dark side.
He's brought me to the dark side. They're
Peach.
actually really good. I don't like peach anything except for fresh peaches. When I was a kid, we used to go peach picking, and then our family would can them in really heavy sugar syrup. Like, that was good. But I don't like candied peaches. I don't like the peach keto chow. Yeah, and that's not for me. And I don't like peach tea. But for some reason, peach vibe, it's pulling me in. It's pulling me in.
For you. I do not like peach in a boat. I do not like it on a goat. I do not like it here or there. I do not like it anywhere.
Really?
Full Dr. Seuss on this.
You don't like it?
Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah, we are going camping. You talk about doing crazy things. We just got back, and I just said to Rachel, like, I need to go camping. Because I'm just working, and if I'm home, I'm working.
Well, this entire week, I did not realize how much I craved the sunshine.
Yeah.
I have been outside since we got back.
We're going camping on the wrong day if you want sunshine.
I know. Of course, it got a little overcast, but sometimes, you know, the sun in Florida just has a way of sneaking in. So, but I just felt so rejuvenated after getting the sun. Sometimes you spend a couple straight days indoors. That used to just be my life. Yeah. That was just 365 days a year. But now that we are out and about and we're able to, like, do movement things, enjoy some sunshine, now I'm all about it.
Yeah, so we got our bicycles packed up. We have our scooters packed up. I've got a new scooter because Anthony broke one of my scooters. He went riding one day to catch Pokemon, and he fell and snapped the handle. So I've got a new scooter, but I'm excited. Where we're going, there's no water activities. There's lots of gators. It's actually Shark Valley is the area where we're going.
Tab will not be coming on this trip with us because I don't know why they call it Shark Valley and they don't call it Alligator Valley. Right. Because you're probably going to see in the footage.
Lots of alligators.
Lots of alligators.
So we are staying at Midway Campground, which is in the middle of the Big Cypress National Preserve. It's like smack dab in the middle of the Everglades. But how impromptu was this? I actually had defrosted ribs.
Yep.
And on Friday or Thursday, I defrosted 2 New York strips from our cow, and I had them salt brining. I did that. I think I did that on Friday with the intentions for Saturday, or maybe it was Thursday night for the intentions for Friday or Saturday. And then yesterday, we went out with Caleb and his girlfriend, so we ended up going to Texas Roadhouse. So they've been salt brining, so I'm like,
I'm not upset.
I was going to have them today, and then we decided last minute, let's go camping. We found this campsite. So I've got 2 New York strips that we're going to cook on the Blackstone when we get down there that have been dry brining in Redmond real salt and organic garlic pepper since like Thursday night.
I don't think this is
They're going to be super tender.
I think this is Providence.
And then at 6 o'clock this morning, I got up. Oops. Now I gotta go change my shorts.
Don't spill the juice in your lap.
At 6 o'clock this morning, I got up and we started these ribs. Got them on the smoker. And, ooh yeah, these are gonna be done.
The whole house smells so good.
What I did was I smoked them for about 2.5 hours in the smoker. Then, when we left for church, I put them in the oven at 230 degrees. So they're done. So we're gonna wrap these in a towel. And as soon as we get to the campground, we got some ribs to eat, and then we have steak for dinner.
I love it because it's done. Right. This is a meal prep for a weekend trip.
Well, and here's the thing is, what I'm really happy about is we have to have this same exact thing next week. Because today, we're actually getting ready to start a new challenge for the two of us. It's not so much a challenge, it's an experiment. And that's why I need to go camping, because if I'm home, I'm working till midnight, and that computer and that TV, it's messing with my circadian rhythm, it's messing with my sleep. So for the next 2 weeks, are going to do an experiment and see what happens if you turn off all electronic devices as soon as the sun goes down. And then we're gonna compare it to a week of living normal.
We're gonna live that chicken life.
We are remote.
We are remote. There is
out there.
No cell service here.
Nothing.
And we got here, somebody's parked in our spot, but there's like 28 spots and only like 3 people here. So it's super quiet. We're in the middle of the Everglades. I think we're like 50 miles from the closest gas station, or 40 miles from the closest gas station. Then we get here, and I'm filling up our water because we don't travel like with a full tank of water. It said you can fill it up when you get here. And I heard a generator running. And I said to Rachel, didn't we see online it said this place has electric? She's like, yeah. I'm like, someone's running a generator.
We got a little worried. There was a power outage.
Yeah.
But thank you, Lord, the power is back on because we need it to do a live stream.
Yeah, because there's no cell service at all, but we brought our Starlink with us. And so we need power for the Starlink. And I said to Rachel, I guess we can always run back home because we're only 65 miles from home to get our generator.
But I don't
Lesson learned, for now on, we travel with our small 2,000 watt generator. This way, at least if the power goes out, we'll have something. But the campground host just came over and said, power is on.
Yes.
And we're actually in the spot that we really wanted, but wasn't showing as available online. So I'll take it. We're gonna go ahead and unhook. That's a nice sized gator out there.
We ain't playing with no babies out here. Yeah, it's funny. I thought there must be some significantly sized gators out here because they have a lot of signs around this canal that's like, do not even walk your dog here because it will attract them. So usually if they're giving you those type of warnings and not just a picture that's like, oh, watch out for gators, usually means like there's some big boys here.
What you doing?
I am previewing a vlog, not previewing a vlog, I'm in the chat, premiering a vlog.
So I put together that scooter.
Okay.
It goes over 31 miles an hour. You may not want to do that in the middle of mosquito country. My entire face is covered in dead mosquitoes right now.
Oh my gosh, well at least you killed them.
I mean, seriously, look at this. You can see all of these little specks here. Those are mosquitoes. As I was riding around, they were just like hitting me in the face and splattering because I was going so fast.
Oh,
we're gonna eat.
I am so stinking excited about this.
Okay, so we got some New York strips from our cow.
Your favorite, not my favorite. I'm a ribeye girl.
This has got a lot of fat on it, though. You like the fat.
I do like
So I probably overcooked it a little bit because it was like at 110, 15 degrees. I'm like, oh, let me go inside for just a minute. And then I got distracted. So when I took it off, it was like 134.
It's a little bit more cooked than I like, but it's so tender.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the brining.
Yeah. So
I'm not mad at it.
But yeah, a little bit more cooked than I wanted it.
Still delicious.
I okay. Part of the problem was I didn't bring it to room temperature. We had it in the refrigerator, and we got here, and it was raining, and we were like, okay, it's 5 o'clock, it's time to eat, and I didn't let it sit out for a couple hours. But the ribs.
What's going on over here?
First of all, look at the smoke ring on that.
I was going to say, look at the color.
So I smoked it, and how do you know you have a good rib? Watch this. Ready?
Yeah. There's nothing.
The bone
it just
pulls right out.
Completely clean.
So I smoked these for about 2.5 hours this morning, and then when we went to church, look at that. When we went to church, I put it in the oven at 225 degrees.
Like butter. Mm. That is good.
No sauce.
Wow.
The rub is literally just the Redmond's organic garlic pepper. That's all I did.
It's flaking apart like it's fish. Right? Look at that. Mmm. Dang, that's good.
That was good.
Wow.
We got a Bubby's pickle.
And we're having some liquid death.
Okay. I have got to see, we have two kinds. You didn't even notice this one. This is sparkling water. That one's mountain water. I have got to see what water that costs $14 for a case of, I think there's 12 in a case.
I purchased one of these on my own.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, so I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Okay.
But I have tasted I've tasted this one before. I haven't tasted this one. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so the only reason I bought these is they were buy one, get one free. And I knew we were coming to a place where we have no water here. We had to bring our own water.
Yeah.
We have to bring our own sewer. So we kind of got to watch the water a little bit because we're in Florida, so we're taking a shower. You ready?
Okay.
It's water.
It's water. So this is fuzzy water or fizzy water, and this is plain water. And I don't know, this looked so scary. I thought, am I going to instantly become a pirate? Because I feel like that would be super cool. But really, I think it's just great marketing. Just an absolute, like there's something crazy in here. And it's like, it's water. Kind of like hose water. Try this one. Because you're really going to be like, that's positively just water.
It tastes like clean water.
It tastes like clean water. I actually think I like the Berkey water better than that. Like, it's not, I mean, I think that it tastes even more refreshing. I
mean, again, the only reason I bought it was buy one, get one free for $13. So you got two 12-packs, you know, for $13. So, you know, $6.50 for the 12-pack. It is 16 ounces.
It's in a can.
Still.
Which is good.
That's the thing. I mean, I guess we're paying for the can.
The experience. The gamble that we will become pirates.
I don't know. The infinitely recyclable can of Stone Cold Mountain Water came straight from the Alps to murder your thirst.
How about you just quench it?
It says, when a group of teenagers set off into the mountains for a weekend of drinking regular water in plastic bottles, they became hunted by an aluminum can of mountain water.
Okay.
That was dead set.
Is this like the man with the golden arm?
On murdering their thirst and recycling their souls.
I just want you to quench it.
Wow, there's like a whole story behind it and everything. Once cracked open, no thirst is safe from liquid death after naturally dismembering its thirst victims. Wow. Marketing genius. Wow. See, I should have read this one. This one's easier to read than this one because it's like light gold, white, silver on white. So, okay, we're going to finish eating.
Okay, so we ate lavishly and we're going to take a little after dinner bike ride. The first campsite coffee of the day. Get to have mine.
No, you can't have coffee.
What do you mean I can't have coffee? It's right here.
No, we have to test you.
That has to come first, huh?
That's what happens when you get in the shower first.
Sorry, but I felt like I just wanted to shower off this morning.
Okay, so how did you sleep? Because I slept horrible.
I slept flipping amazing. That mattress.
Bed, I will say that. The new mattress. Ooh, you're a bleeder.
Sorry.
The new mattress is amazing. It's from a company
really
called
Comfortable
RV Bedding, which is a division of Brooklyn Bedding. We actually like it so much, we ordered one for our house.
I'm really glad that we did because ours was kind of lumpy.
Well, our mattress is like 20 years old.
It's pretty old.
Breakfast time.
There's always like the dirtiest eggs that come off of the campsite griddle.
Well, it's because you're using the Blackstone and I'm just using the bacon grease to cook the eggs.
Tastes delicious.
Salt. We need salt.
Yes, please.
my regular blue top one, I melted it last time we went camping. I kept it too close to the Blackstone. So it works, but I melted the bottle. I need a new bottle. Okay, so for breakfast, 2 eggs. I call them dirty eggs because they're cooked in the bacon grease.
They look dirty.
I've got 4 slices of bacon. Rachel has 3.
How did that happen?
I couldn't count.
Okay.
Okay, I have like 1 tablespoon of this queso from Primal Kitchen. It is a plant-based dip. It's really good. It's very, very clean ingredients. I'd gotten it on like National Cheese Day.
So it was a good coupon.
And they were buy one, get one free on National Cheese Day.
Very good coupon.
We're having some coffee that we have, like each one of these mugs has basically 2 spoonfuls. I guess it would be, it's like a plastic spoon. So like, I think they're teaspoons, like 2 spoonfuls of the vanilla Perfect Keto MCT oil powder.
It's super good. These eggs are really
good.
We
use that a lot of times when we go camping because it mixes really well. You don't need a blender. I mean, we do have a Ninja and stuff with us, but I didn't feel like pulling it all out. And
it's like dust.
I'm having a can of Liquid Death.
It's just water and good marketing.
It's really good marketing.
But I'm glad that we have the cans because we're going to be taking a bike tour today.
Our own bike tour.
Super, super hot. We're going to be in Shark Valley. And I want to be able to take more than just flip the flask. I need a bunch of water because we can also just throw down the Redmond or Element like right down in the can, kind of swoosh it around a little bit and enjoy some electrolytes on the road. You know, when it gets hot like this, especially on a camping trip, we may be tempted to just go to Aldi, get some of the cheap, because it's super cheap there, plastic bottles.
Right.
But, you know, we notice if we leave it in the Florida sun.
If I leave it in the car, I don't want to drink it now because I can
tastes like the plastic. It really
absolutely
does.
Taste the plastic. If I just go to the store and buy a cold one, I don't taste it. But if it sits in there and then you leave it sitting outside for a couple hours, I don't want to drink it anymore. Would I buy this all the time? No. But if you really break it down at full price, it's still just over $1 a can.
Which is cheaper.
So that's not super bad.
Yeah, because I've grabbed like a bottle of water even in Publix, like in the checkout.
It's a couple bucks.
It
like,
is.
I know in 7-Eleven it's like $2.50 for the 24-ounce bottle. So this is like 17 ounces or 16.9 ounces or something like that. So
good on the road.
It's not super bad. And at buy one, get one free, it's even better because now it's just like over like 60 cents a can. So I probably would maybe go back to Publix before the sale ends on Wednesday to get another couple cases, just because we do have a bunch of road trips coming up.
Summer travel.
It is good on the road kind of thing. So we're going to finish eating, and then we're going to head over. Oh, no, we have to do Keto on the Couch first. Then we're going to head over to Shark Valley. Like my cow. I like this hat. Just a big cow.
It's just a giant cow.
Why are you smiling?
I'm smiling because I remembered before we got there that I wanted to put on my water shoes, not because of water. Certainly I'm not going to go swimming with any of the alligators that we're going to see at Shark Valley. However, it can get muddy, and I like to even bike ride in my water shoes sometimes here in Florida.
So we are headed over to Shark Valley. I think it's about a 15 or 20 minute ride. So, little suggestion, if you were going to come here and you're going to use your phone for navigation, if you don't use your GPS, like I have GPS on the truck, but I never use it. If you're going to use your phone, make sure if you're using something like Starlink that you get directions on your phone before you get in your car.
Because you lose service.
Because we had 0 service for like the last 20 miles coming over here. Which means if you go to actually use your phone to find where you're going, you're not going to find it. So we've already got all the directions in our phone on how to get there. So we got here to the park. It was like 15 minutes from the campground.
Really
so
nice. Not
too bad. Straight down the road. All you got to do is follow the signs. You didn't even really need your GPS. Just follow the sign, Everglades National Park. It's like $3 to get in, but you can also get the America the Beautiful Pass. And then it's free to get in. And this thing is $80 for the year. And you only need one if you're a couple. So you don't even have to buy, each one of yourselves one.
And you're giving back.
Yeah, it pays for the parks. Without this kind of stuff, we don't have parks. So I highly recommend investing in one of those. So they have tram tours and stuff, but we did bring our own bicycles. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our bug spray, bug lotion on, and then we're gonna go for a bike ride.
Slathering on the bug repellents. We really like this stuff. It's pretty like super industrial strength.
And it doesn't smell horrible.
It doesn't smell horrible. Not that it matters, because like you don't want to get bit by a bug, so it really doesn't matter how bad it stinks, but it just so happens that this does not stink.
We are ready to go.
And I don't feel a bit foolish wearing a giant camera mounted on my head.
I don't think you have to wear a helmet. I've seen a lot of people coming out without a helmet.
Can't hurt.
And honestly, I don't usually wear a helmet unless you're gonna do like off-roading. But the helmet does help to be able to have our camera. So
there you go.
We each have a camera with us, so we'll see what kind of footage we can get, since you can't fly drones since it's a national park. You asked them how long is the tour?
It's going to be about 2 hours of bike riding. Commit to that. So
2 hours. They do have a tram, but you have to pay for the tram.
Yeah, it's like $20-something per person for the tram. But I'm sure that's going to be really interesting, and you get some like kind of, you know, information. They are currently taping an audio tour for bikers.
Okay.
They do not have, not motorcycle bikers, but like people like us who are bringing our bikes.
Fortunately, we have our electric bicycles.
Yes.
So if we get tired, just hit the throttle.
There you go.
Right by us. How did we get this far off track? No, we can't let the darkness triumph. We gotta find our way back. We're going home.
Winter months, this entire sidewalk will be lined with alligators sunning themselves. And as you can imagine, that can be daunting because this is pretty narrow.
Keep your head high and your heart fixed.
So no wonder the Everglades is known as the river of grass. That's exactly what it looks like, just miles and miles of grass. It really gives you some appreciation for some of the Native Americans that were here making a life in the midst of this heat and all of these mosquitoes, and definitely a lot of alligators. And you know, it just, I love having the opportunity to kind of get back to my Florida roots and really just appreciate the state that I was born in, one of 7 generations born in Florida. Instead of disembarking, I have to disembutt from this bike because yes, I'm actually really happy that this next leg, we got to do it on foot because I'm ready to give my tushy a little break.
So when you first take a look at the water, it looks very still, but you've heard us say before, this is a giant river. And so again, it doesn't look like it's moving, but you can see if I put my hand in here, it's actually moving pretty quickly. I mean, that's a nice little current going. You just really can't tell. And the Everglades are only a few feet deep throughout the entire thing. Rachel's stopping because she says she wants to take pictures, but I think she's really stopping because her butt hurts.
My butt does hurt, but I love getting some pictures of all of the little fishies. So as we were passing by, we just saw a gator, stopped to see him, and he popped back down. In the winter months, the gators are lining the sidewalk because it's colder and they're trying to sun themselves. Right now, we're in the summer months, and it's a rainy season, so they can go deeper into the Everglades and still have plenty of water. So they are living their best gator life right now, you know, enjoying the lazy river, but sometimes you'll see them kind of stragglers along the edge here in the water, and I'm hoping that we will stay here long enough to see him pop back up again. Well, we'll just keep biking and maybe we will see another one. We are seeing a lot of alligator gar, which look a lot like needlefish from the top of, you know, the water, but these guys got just like teeth. And if you ever hook one on a line, a fishing line, you know, make sure you've got your gloves, make sure you've got like your hook puller outer, because you don't want to deal with those guys. They've got major teeth. On our way out, he showed up. Super thankful for him to show himself. But yeah, nice sized gator. And as you can see, I mean,
little bit of a baby.
I mean, yeah, not huge, but like, yeah, right. This is how far you are from.
Rachel's actually standing in the water.
Yeah, which it doesn't take much because here's the sidewalk right here. Boom.
So we stopped at the only gas station. It's right outside of Shark Valley Park.
This.
And it's part of the reservation because we had about a half a tank, but I want to make sure we have enough gas. I think we do, but you just never know. For me, it's always better safe than sorry. Of course, they charge more money. It was $5 a gallon, whereas in Miami, it's about $4.30. Who would have thought you would be excited to see like $4.30 a gallon?
I know, right? But
we're going to head over to the other side of the coast. And we're looking for a general store that's a museum, right?
The Smallwood General Store. I don't know if we'll make it in time before
we're gonna try
today, but we'll try.
Anyway, we were talking to the girl inside. We got a drink, and we were asking her about the internet service. And she said the only thing that works over here is AT&T, and only phone service that they actually block everything out. So when you're here on the reservation, only AT&T phone service. Like, we have T-Mobile, so we have no phone service at all. That would explain why I was able to get something with our AT&T router at the campground, but literally it's like one bar. When I did like a speed test, it was like 1 megabit per second. I think we've actually found a place that Rachel isn't interested in looking up on how much does it cost to move here, because we are so remote.
You are so far out into the swamp.
You're like an hour away from Walmart or anything.
So this Smallwood store was built and founded in 1906 on the Chokoloskee Island by C.S. Ted Smallwood, a pioneer in Collier County. The building served as a store, a post office, an Indian trading post, and Ted remained postmaster until his retirement in 1941. His business was with early settlers and Seminole Indians. Road access came to the island in 1955, and the store was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1974. Restoration of the store as a museum was started in 1990 by the nonprofit Ted Smallwood's Store Incorporated. Well, I'm super excited to be here. A little bummed we just missed the closing of the museum. We'll have to come back here to Chokoloskee to visit the Smallwood General Store. This is actually a historic site featured in a book called Killing Mr. Watson, about a person who actually lived here in Florida. There were a lot of outlaws. You know, this was the place that, you know, if you were running from the law, especially in another state, once you got to Florida, people stopped looking for you because of all of the treacherous landscape here. It's super hot. There's a lot of, you know, Everglades stuff here. So Mr. Watson would have people work for him, and then he would kill them rather than pay them. So I guess the townspeople got sick of it and finally one day surrounded him right
right here in the parking lot where we're standing, right in front of the general store. The whole town kind of surrounded Mr. Watson. Everybody shot him. So basically everybody was responsible for his death and nobody was singularly responsible for his death. It is a great read. Highly recommend it, but it's very neat being here in an actual historical site. This was the general store long ago, and I'm really excited to be here again.
So we're back at the RV now. It's about 5:45. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking some dinner. Rachel is back there somewhere. She's strolling the lake looking for the alligator. So we have the fan going, not really for the heat, but to kind of blow off all the mosquitoes. The fan's actually not helping with the heat because it's blowing the heat on me because the black sun's right here and all I feel is heat coming up. It is helping with mosquitoes though.
Well, that was a fast cook, sir.
It was. How dedicated are we to filming videos?
You turned the fan off.
We turned off the fan for this. So
Florida
I hope
summer.
you appreciate that there's no fan blowing on us right now.
I got all the suns today.
Yeah, I feel a little bit on my neck.
I'm not hating it though. We didn't even put on our suntan lotion.
No.
We just
went out.
Soaked up all of the vitamins today. It feels good, actually.
Okay, here's what we got. I got a pound of 90-10, we think it's 90-10, ground beef split between two of us. It comes from our cow, so they said it's about 90-10. So it's a pound of ground beef split between two of us with 2 eggs scrambled into it.
I like that.
Then we have the leftover beef ribs, or not beef ribs, these were pork ribs from yesterday. There were 3.5 ribs left. So I just took all the meat off of the bone.
That was smart.
Kind of heated it up on the Blackstone. And then I took some of the jelly, which is all the gelatinous goodness that was sitting in the aluminum foil. I mixed that in with the ground beef to add a little bit of fat to it, give a little bit of that pork flavor. We got a Bubby's pickle, and this is one of those jalapeno cheddar sausages from Sam's Club. And that is gonna be dinner, last thing we're gonna eat for the day. We've got our Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
And a can of Polar Seltzer, which has been sitting in the RV since the last RV trip.
Cheers to your good health, sir.
Cheers. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. We're still here in the Everglades. We're gonna pack up and leave. Before we do that though, we need to have some breakfast. So we've got the Blackstone going. I don't know why this shows up with that color there. It doesn't look that color when I'm looking at it straight on. It's pretty much just the grill where it's not as seasoned well. We're gonna start off with a whole bunch of bacon. And we're gonna have some eggs. I honestly don't think there is any better bacon than when you cook it on the Blackstone. And I'm gonna make a whole bunch of it. I don't know how much we're gonna actually eat for breakfast, but we can always have it on the way home from the campground. Okay, put a whole bunch of butter on here. So if you are curious, when I cook the eggs, I turn the temperature way down. Now what we're gonna do is cover this whole thing with salt. And then we're gonna finish up the eggs. And then more salt. Cover this up for a minute. Okay. Mine are done, but we gotta flip Rachel's because Rachel doesn't like them soft. Proper way to eat eggs. Improper way to eat eggs.
But the way that Rachel likes them.
Okay, we're gonna have some breakfast. 3 eggs apiece. I'm gonna put a little bit of this Primal Kitchen plant-based queso, which is kind of weird to say, but it does taste really good, and the ingredients are really clean. And I've been really proud of the only cheese that I've had while we've been here is what was actually in those jalapeno cheddar sausages. So
how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. Okay.
I wonder if they're connected.
Some salt. I don't think so, because cheese is life. So we're gonna have our breakfast, and and we're gonna film Keto Crate, right? You
yes.
Film Keto Crate.
I'm so excited.
And then we have to do our 5 things review on this campground for our camping channel, which if you didn't know, we have a camping channel. I will leave a link for that right up here. And then we're gonna head home. I have a confession.
Okay, what are you confessing? And you've taken me out into the wilderness. What are you about to tell me?
I had 5 pieces of bacon, I only gave you 4.
Did you feel guilty about that?
I do feel guilty.
You're gonna give me another one?
Do you want to split my extra piece of bacon?
I would. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Rachel.
Yes.
How did the trend continue into the RV? Which razor am I supposed to use?
It's Wheel of Fortune.
Okay, this is kind of funny. I am so used to using our Oral-B electric toothbrush, which I absolutely love. It's got that timer on there that, you know, you keep brushing until it starts buzzing that you've brushed for 2 minutes. We didn't bring it with us camping, so I'm using this, and I'm continuing to brush until it buzzes. I was like, when is it gonna buzz? Oh, wait, I'm using a manual toothbrush. Somehow, you have managed to once again disappear during the put the RV section away.
Where'd you go?
What happened to you?
I went in to use the restroom and you got all the work done.
Was it more of a matter that you don't like putting the RV away?
I hate putting the RV away.
Why?
I get stressed out because, I mean, it fits, but like it just fits.
It fits fine. I do it by myself. No help required.
It makes me nervous.
I am super happy.
It's chicken wing day.
Yeah. So we got home, we emptied out the trailer, which there really isn't much to empty out. It's just like take out our dirty clothes, camera gear, stuff like that. We did a Zoom call, and we got our Keto Crate video up. I'll leave a link for that right up here. And since it's wing day, why not do Buffalo Wild Wings buy one, get one half off?
I was smart. Planning the calendar, super smart.
That was really smart.
High
five on that one. I had nothing to do with it. So here's what we got. We got a bunch of wings. We get them completely plain. And you push this all the way over here.
Sorry.
And what we did was we brought them home. And we put some of this Primal Kitchen buffalo sauce on here.
Super tasty.
I really like this stuff. Sometimes we make our own with just butter and Frank's Red Hot. But this stuff is really, really, really good. It's made with avocado oil. So I know I'm getting a good healthy fat. And then Rachel actually has half of her wings with this. And the other half is completely covered in the Porking Good dill pickle. We actually have coupon codes for both of these. They're linked down below.
This is good.
And then what we do not have a coupon code for, but I would love for them to sponsor us, is a Bubby's pickle. Because I love these things, but they're so expensive.
They are really
They actually
tasty.
dropped by $2 in price at Publix. So they used to be like $10 a jar. Now they're like $7.50.
These pickles are a treat.
They really are.
That's where we're at.
But here's the thing. We used to treat ourselves with chocolate. Now I treat myself with pickles. So we're going to eat our wings and then go watch some TV. Hopefully not Murder, She Wrote.
No promises, Joe.
Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at the most recent videos I'm going to put right over here.
Whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time I have control of the remote control, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.